Hello, everybody. Great to see you all. I hope you're having a great week. Happy Friday. So this is the wonderful Jessie, VO. I'll let you explain your surname in a bit longer in the full context. So I'm really excited to welcome Jessie. Some of you may know Jessie already. And some of you may not, but you're about to find out how amazing this woman is. She's just the best thing. We got to know each other. We met online in a course that we're doing about 3 months ago, something like that. And we have been in touch on a daily basis for a good few weeks now. And I just love Jessie. She has so much fantastic energy and really is super wise as well. She cuts to the chase and keeps me on track with this training that we're doing. And yeah, I feel so blessed to have met her. And I think, it's almost like we're family now. I think we'll be in touch for a long time going forward as well. So welcome, Jessie. I'll hand over to you and you can just tell us all about yourself and share with the group.
Thank you, Ali, for welcoming me in this beautiful way. So thank you so much. I am already enjoying your little community here. If the host is as welcoming as you, the community is exactly the mirror of the host. So I want to thank all of you of being a part of Ali's community and being here, so that I wanted to get off of my chest already. So thank you, Ali, and thank you to you, badass women. So who am I? I'm Jessie van Osselt. It looks fancy, but it's just because I'm from Belgium. And most Dutch names starts with van. That's it. Nothing fancy about it. Just no. And yes, I come from the chocolate country. We have the best chocolate. So if you want some chocolate, you need to come and see me. Just saying. And who am I? I am a confidence and image coach. So what does that mean? That means that I lead badass freaking women, because I swear a little bit. I lead badass freaking women to elevate their business and their image online. Also, of course, once we do it online, offline comes automatically. But in this new digital world, nobody saw that coming. The world changing so much in so little time. Everyone is virtual now. Look at us here. And it's all about me making sure that you are not hiding. Me making sure that you are proud of who you are and you let people see you. Because if people don't see you, how can they connect with you? How can they meet you? How can they buy from you? So it's all about elevating you, your self-image, your image, and go to the next level with your business online and in your personal life too. So that's me.
Yeah, I love it. Because you literally live and breathe that, Jessie, I mean, within this training that we're doing, so we're all, we're not there to work as such. We're just all connecting and learning about life. And so we get to come in and be authentic and real. But this is you. And it's we have the opportunity to get up and dance sometimes. And I'll never forget when I first saw you get up and dance. It was wow. She's actually a really good dancer. I had no idea that you'd done it professionally. So, but it's who you are. Huh? I mean, it's just great that you've found this role. So is this a new role that you've chosen recently? Because I don't know you before this, essentially, before being, an image and confidence coach.
Yeah. So the role as image coach, I was a stylist. So creating an image that I have been doing almost, more than 10 years, 12 years. like crazy. Time is flying by so fast. Yeah, 12 years as a stylist. So, and I was a dancer before. So being on stage, being seen, being on camera, doing video clips, like performing in front of 20,000 people. It's like be seeing. That's like a thing that I got to create because I didn't feel that way, actually. If you know me and you're following me on social media or in the community, you will know that I actually felt ugly pretty much my whole life. Like, really. Several people even told me that I was ugly. Not one person, like two or three people in your life, like someone telling you you're freaking ugly. That stings and that stays in your mind. The first time someone told me that, I was 12. So it's when you're growing, when you're searching for your identity, and someone bluntly telling you you're ugly just for the sake of saying it. It was not even coming from a bad place. It was just what that person felt. So it's so weird. And I took that with me my whole life. So I lost my femininity. I was so afraid of showing femininity, like showing my body, showing who I was. Like I was hiding. And thanks to my career as a dancer, I got to create another Jessie. And that's how I got to where I am now. That's what I'm actually teaching in my trainings is how to create another you so you can come and show up. Like you can show up as someone else, even though it's still you. No. So I got to do that actually. So I got to be that dancer that isn't afraid to be on stage, that stylist to be confident enough to say, you should wear that and that and that for you to be like what you want to be and what you want to represent. And then from there on, I went to be a model coach and a model agent. So I was the one teaching models how to walk on catwalks. I represented models that are some of the top models in the world. So going from Fashion Week to Fashion Week, seeing the most beautiful collections up front, but also seeing that even models lack confidence. That we as women, we see all those beautiful photographs, like all those beautiful commercials, but actually most of these women we see weren't confident neither. They're practiced. Like I was a coach that got to learn models how to get confident, how to go in a casting and be like, look at me, how to be on a shoot and like all attention on you. It's scary. So know that a lot of models at first are really not confident and there's someone teaching them how to, and I was that person. And so now my goal was to give all that, my life journey, my experiences to women, like not models, not dancers, like women that are badass because all women are beautiful and badass, and letting them know that they are that and that they can show up for themselves, you know? So that's where it's all coming from and how I got there.
Stunning. I absolutely love it. And it's so, in terms of like, how did you, so this was ingrained in you, so to perform and just to know how to move. It's extraordinary that you had that deep confidence, because that confidence is not just, I mean, I know you talked about the persona. I did a training with you the other day, which was just brilliant. And I love that concept. And I had to really think about, who do I admire? Like, who is it that I see is, who do I look up to? And it was a really interesting process to do that and have this persona. I love that idea. For you, although, and I see that there's a depth to that confidence and that knowledge, because I've worked a lot with models and actors. And on the outside, when they're playing a role and they're on the catwalk or they're in front of a camera, they can put on this image and be this person, but often inside, they're not quite this whole person, and in fact quite the opposite to a large degree. And yet what I see in you and what I know of you and what is great about what you're doing is it really is the coaching part, isn't it? It's seeing them and bringing that the inside of, and that confidence part. It's not just the image and appearing confident, it's what's going on deeper, isn't it? And that's fantastic. So how does that work for you? How do you see that with people when you're coaching them, that there's a disconnect somehow?
There is a big disconnect. So the whole key of who I am is confidence. So I bring confidence through mindset and through styling and through presence online, So, but the main ingredient is confidence. So getting to that confidence through the process I created. But you see changes, like every little tweak, you see that a woman is like putting her shoulders back straight and her boobies up front. You know what I mean? Like every little tweak, she's like, yeah, actually, yeah, I'm that. Yeah, I'm that. And just seeing that is like, oh. And of course, it's easy to go back to where we were. So that's where I step in. It's like, they get to be accountable to me. They get to, I'm not their mother. I'm there to lead them and partner up with them to get them where they need to be. So no bullshit. It's they get to go where they want to be, and that's my role. And seeing that every time, if they go back, they go twice higher afterwards. A step back is not a bad thing. But if you stay there, it's a bad thing. And that's why I'm always saying that coaching is the most beautiful job that there is, because we get, as coaches, and you know exactly what I mean, when they have that step back, we bring them back and they take 2 steps forward, or 3 or 4. And then after a while, those step backs get smaller and the leaps get bigger.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's beautiful. It is beautiful.
Because if they're not accountable to someone, it's so easy to step back and just stay there. And even fall and go back where you were. So I it's one of the most beautiful jobs in the world, be able to create that with other women,
Yeah, it's powerful. Yeah, to hold them high and have them really, and to believe in them. And I know for me, on the times when I'm coached, it's so nice when someone sees me as well. It's that trust, isn't it? It's like, I don't always believe in myself, but to hear someone else, for someone else to hold me high and encourage me to go for it anyway, just sometimes that's all we need. I feel like, really. It's all part of being human, isn't it?
Yeah.
So tell me, Jessie, what are like the 2-3 things in your life that are like your pearls of wisdom that you feel that have been like the biggest learning curves for you? Like, what have you learned and you'd never go back on it? So like, what are the things? I know mindset is a huge part for you in terms of, and that's what you teach, but what else as well? Like, a couple of pearls of wisdom perhaps that you could share with us all.
So the first thing I would tell anyone is the right support system. If you don't have the right support system and you stay in a bad support system, it's hard to move forward as fast as you want to move forward. You can move forward, but it's freaking hard to punch through it, So it's like social media. If you follow people that make you feel bad, stop following them. It's the same in real life. If you're surrounded with people that make you feel bad and worthless, or that don't believe in anything you do, no dream is crazy. every dream is doable. So if you have people always pulling you down, so don't stay around those people. They can still be there, but don't let them in your bubble, let them be there somewhere.
Yeah, because right. So what if it's family though? What if it's someone in your family that you can't necessarily just, get away from? We can choose our friends, but what about family?
Well, that's where you get to be confident enough to pull a wall. Like, people like my mom, she's the most lovely person in the world, but for years she was like, Jessie, Jessie, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Jessie, shouldn't you get a stable job? Like when I was a stylist. Jessie, shouldn't you know what I mean? But she's my mom, and I will not take her out of my life. But now she has switched. Like I have shown her that it's possible that way too, and that it's my life. But if you don't switch that person, you get to just acknowledge that person for who she is and accept it, and just put an invisible wall for the comments. That's what I did. Like you need to be strong and confident enough to love that person, and know that person is saying it with love, because when people are saying it with love or when people are just saying it. Like my mom saying that comes out of love for me, of having a stability, of not lacking money, of having a beautiful life, so it comes from a beautiful place. If you acknowledge that it comes from a beautiful place, it's okay. Don't take that person out of your life, but like put a wall for the comments. Like they just they come and book, like for squash, the game. I don't know how you say it in English. Is it the same, like racquetball or something?
Yes, squash. Yeah.
It comes to you, but before it hits you, boom, it's going back to that person, So I would say that, but people that you feel are not like, it's just their way of being is negative around you, actually, even if they're nice in other things, but they pull you down, I would like put a real wall.
Yeah, and learn to block it a little bit. And I always remember, 25 years ago when I did a personal development training, and one of the things, there were many things that I remember from that, but one of the things was that, people do the best that they can with the information that they have at that time. So, there is a certain amount of forgiveness that we have to hold for people. And I think it's really tough when a teenager or a child has, a parent is really wanting their child to have everything that they never had, to be the person that they never got the opportunity to be. That's like that's tough. That's tough, really. Yeah. So it sounds like you were super blessed. Your mom was 100%, in herself to give you that kind of, those little nudges that, eventually we're ready to hear, aren't we?
Yeah.
Eventually. Yeah, that's cool. And and is there any more? Do you have any more pearls of wisdom? Or that's a pretty big one for sure.
But another big one is really always come from a mindset of gratitude, because once you're in a negative mindset, go back to what you're grateful for, and that will give you instant gratification of what is really there. Once you say, I'm grateful for this, and this, the negative stuff is like, oh, okay, I'm actually pretty lucky. So I'm calling it a funk. If you're in a funk, go in a mindset of gratefulness, but also focus on what works. So because wherever lies your attention, that will flourish. But so if your attention lies in the positive things will flourish. If your attention lies in the negative, negative things will flourish. So if you're always saying, I am ugly, I cannot do that, you're telling your mind that it's the way it is. Like, for sure, it works that way.
Yeah.
It has been proven. So focus on what works and not on what doesn't work.
Yeah.
So those are the three things.
And also what we've been learning. Yeah, amazing. Thank you. And what we've been learning is the language piece, isn't it? Like how empowering or disempowering language can be. You teach that in your work as well. I heard you do it. Like, it's so important, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. Like, just go in positivity and things will become positive.
I love that. And what I see as well, like, I remember like years ago sitting, I don't know, I just had this experience, like something about the sea. This is where I really want to live, by the sea with an ocean view. That's my dream, because there's something really huge about the ocean, no? That it just makes me feel so small, and all the little problems and all that. And I feel like that in nature too, you know? It just puts everything in perspective. It's like, it's really powerful, that I feel it is that. And it's the gratitude. It's like extraordinary. So why am I like worrying about something? There's always a way. There's always a way of getting through everything. So I love that gratitude piece, because it's so true, that, isn't it? We can't be stuck in our problems when we look at how the gratitude, and they just don't sit together. It's like, you have to switch them out, no? Like, it absolutely cancels out, you know, feeling unease. It absolutely gets us into ease. Yeah, I love that.
I actually love that you said that you feel small there, because it keeps you in a humble state. And being humble is a very good place to always be at, wherever you are in life. So I really love what you said, because humbleness and being kind, that is what is bringing you places, nothing else.
Yeah. Oh, Jessie, I love you. Like, really, that, but I know that that's the way that you are and the way that you work as well. Like, really, it's not just all about overly confident, and, you know, it's it's deeper than that. And, you know, I just love it. I love that.
Oh,
you really see people, which is awesome. Yeah.
Like, you keep saying authentic. It's really true. Like, I promise myself to be always authentic. Like, I'm a little bit crazy. I say dirty words. Like, I blurt things out, but that's who I am. And if I wouldn't be that way, I would be straight lying to you or straight lying to me. You know?
Yeah.
So I'm that way. You're like a calm, beautiful day at the beach, and I'm like the surf day at the beach. And I love that about us. Like, you can love both days.
Yeah.
You can love both days. You can love the surf day where the waves are like, and you can love the days where you can put yourself on a mattress and just be in the sea, like, you know? So just staying authentic to who we are. You are that way. It's beautiful. And I am that way. And that is beautiful. You know, not pretending we're someone we're not. So I love that about it.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, authenticity is everything. It truly is. Yeah. No, for sure. All right. Well, listen, I'm going to let you go, and we'll let everybody go. Thank you for sharing this time with us, Jessie. You're awesome. Have a great evening and a wonderful weekend.
Thank you.
And
yeah, I just want to end this little call with a challenge for your community. Can I do that?
Cool.
Okay, good. So what I'm going to ask you guys, and by the way, you, Ali, too, is to create one video that you publish or not, but where you talk to yourself, like you are really recording a video where you talk a minute about a subject you love or you hate or how your day was, just to have that fear of the camera already a little bit step further, you know? Right. So just like, and you get like 5 tries. You don't get to be perfect. If you want to publish it, you publish it. If not, it's just practice, because everything about confidence, I want to, that's what I wanted to end really with. Everything that's with confidence, it is trainable. Confidence is not a personality trait. It's not something we have, right? And I had a beautiful speaker reminding me of that during a summit I did. And it's like, you get to train your confidence. You get to become that confident. People keep telling me, but you're so confident. I wasn't. I felt ugly. Remember? I trained this shit. You know, so you get to train how to be confident. So tape that little video of yourself and just get that fear out. So that's what I wanted to tell you guys. I hope you're really going to do it. Like, take action on that.
Yeah.
Oh, Ali,
I love it. Absolutely love it. Thank you for that little challenge.
You're welcome.
And maybe we should challenge everyone to post it in the group.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, I keep cutting in and right now. It's just a bit slow. So I'm sorry with all the cutting out backwards and forwards, everybody. But we got there. But I love that challenge. So I think that's great for everybody. If you want to dive in and post it, go ahead. But you don't have to, but it's a great challenge. I love that. Love it.
So good.
All right. Well, listen, thank you, Jessie. Lots of love, and we'll see you guys next week. We'll see you on Monday. I'll be in touch. Bye.
Bye.